everybody, it's Thrifty Crafter here, and I'm here to share some different projects that I've been working on. I did go ahead and buy some greetery stamps. I wanted to show you. So I went ahead and bought the greetery stamps, and look at these things. I've just loved these. What are they called? They came, well, you buy the die separately, but they make a really cool little boxed type of card. And it's a very Merry Christmas, kind of like a little frame. And then you can cut the frame's center out so you can make it like more dimensional. And I bought the horizontal, and then I also I first started off with the vertical, but I was like, but I still want to have that horizontal one. Because the horizontal one, I kept thinking, sorry for all the crinkling, it was more of like a donut shape, like a donut box shape, where you could put like donuts in there and maybe cover up this, the banner here, and maybe with just ink up the, once you get the ink on there and it makes those shapes, you can just re-ink over the top of it to kind of clear it out as Christmas. And then you'll have this really nice little, or just using the die on a solid piece of paper without the stamp. You could make this kind of like a donut box thing. I don't know. I really wanted to play around with that idea. And so I bought this one first, the vertical one. And I made the ornamental box. So I've got my little ornaments, and I actually did go on AliExpress and get some other ones that I wanted, but the greetery was really expensive. I do like to have the actual stuff from the actual stores, so I went ahead, but to get any of the other things, I kind of went with AliExpress. And you never know, it might be way smaller. They were out of stock on the one frame. This is the curio cabinet frame. And they were out of stock on the one that they actually sell for the ornaments. But this one did work, so I ended up buying that one just so I could play and wait for the new one to come in. But then I found it on AliExpress, and so I'm going to see if that one will work. If it doesn't, I'll just go ahead and buy the one when it comes in. If it ever does come in. That's the thing. I don't know. With craft supplies, if you don't get it when you see it, it's just so hard to get it later on because it's so much more expensive, it seems, or you just don't see it anymore, So I'm not sure about the greetery if they discontinue making their things, but I don't want to have to be looking for something forever because I liked it one time, All right, so I wanted to share the cards that I made using that frame. Okay. And I had one other one too. Here it is. Okay, so that die makes these frames here like this. And you can color them in different colors, use different inks, and cut out using the dies. And then mix and match, the banners and the presents in different colors. And there, I used the puffy sticker tape to kind of make them dimensional on there. And then here's a card I made using a stamp set from Avery L. It's the little winter wonderland scene with the bird and the trees and the little bear. And I thought it'd be really cute to put them in a little package for Christmas. I didn't put the sentiment stamp in there yet. But that's what you can do with those frames, is if you didn't want to just make, whatever, like the Christmas ornament one. You could do any kind of stamps inside there. But this is the ornament one I come up with. And I put in there, Believe in Magic, in the Magic of Christmas. That was a stamp set I got from the Rare Earth stamps. I found them on eBay. They actually come in those magazines that I like to buy. And so I just went ahead and looked online on eBay to see if they had anybody selling just the stamps that come with those magazines. And they had one that was all Christmas and really pretty, just sentiments. And I didn't have those sentiments before, so I went ahead and bought that little stamp set. But yeah, I've done this in a darker burgundy color, green, and then I had some really pretty fancy glitter paper that I did the grid system with. And then I kind of just lined up my different ornaments. And as I was going, I saw that some of them needed a different color. And so I went back in with some different colors on some of these smaller ones. But I think it's so cute. I love that little deer and how he pops out of there. And then I bought some stamps at the thrift shop. And it was a bird. And it was actually a brown bird or something. But I made it into a cardinal. And Jill Norwood had done cards where she separated the papers. And then she did a little tab, and I just fell in love with that look. I never thought about doing a look like that. So for my cards, I did 2 different papers and a little tab of paper. She uses fabric sometimes. And I tried fabric in the center here. And then this one I just did, you know, close together and just putting my paper over the top. And then I kind of stained the outside of the paper edges with the tea stain. I don't remember what it's called. It's the kind of like the distressed oxide, but it's in a photo, vintage photo or something like that. And then I actually love that Stacy Yakula, and she has been working with the My Favorite Things, and Jill Norwood mentioned her name with the purple onion, which I never had shopped at before. And so I went onto their site, and they have Stacy Yakula, but her stuff is not anywhere as pricey as the My Favorite Things. And so I just went crazy on that website, and I got all these I love her animals so much. Like, I love her style of drawing. I love the bunnies, and I just had to have the bear, or I'm sorry, I just had to have the pig, and each one is a different price. Yeah, so it might not be much cheaper, but it just seemed like I wasn't spending $30 on a stamp set, but I might have been. I don't know. I'll have to really look at that. But it was just so fun because I could kind of pick and choose what I wanted. So this is a lot of different stamp sets that I bought, okay? So I've got the tree. That's one thing you have to buy separately. This background scene is a separate stamp. And I've never seen anything like that. So I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have that. Because I kept thinking the tree in front of it would be really awesome. And then the friends, they had ones that were given gifts. And I just had to have them. So each one was separate. But I just love it because you can move them into this scene. So then I got this background. It's inside of a house. And I put my tree again in there. And then I've got the mouse and squirrel given a gift, and I also bought the stamp that has the presents packed up in there. Oh, and then the background, that was another stamp. And I'll show you how I used that stamp because it was kind of confusing when I first got it and I wanted the background. All right, so this is how I have stored my Stacy Yakula, which is my favorite artist for stamps. I found her on the My Favorite Things, and I've been buying when I can her things. And I don't like everything. I really like just the bunnies and the bears. But when I went to their website, I just found these backgrounds so amazing. So this here was at Hobby Lobby. It's like a stamp envelope holder. And I did buy the extra envelopes. I don't know if they're envelopes, but they're these plastic things. They're really nice, sturdy. I went back and forth with just the albums that I could buy, though, plastic. And just, you know, and then what I used is this. Tack it over and over. And I bought this on Amazon. And it makes a film that once it's dry, it's sticky. But once you wash it, because I wash these off when I get done with the ink, it just kind of makes the stickiness go away, but it will dry and be sticky again. And it's just sticky enough to put on your little base. All right. And so I just put it right there. And this plastic they used is better. I was thinking I could just, you know, do the thermal heating of 2 plastic shims or whatever they are, and then they'd make like a plastic that's thick enough like this. But I thought, well, this is only $14.99. I should just get it. It's all done, and I can just stamp or slap my stamps on them. They actually gifted me, because I kind of went a little crazy because I found her and I already love her, and she had like good prices. And so I was like, I bought this stamp here. That's the inside of the house. So there's the door. I'm sorry, it's upside down. but it's backwards too. So, so there's the door, and they have this really cute room, and you can color it any way. You could even get really cool and get like different kind of like paper in there to make it really pretty, like a vintage house. I don't know. I had to have it. So where's my guy? Because I went in and I colored the floor different browns. But you could go in and even fussy cut like a nice paper for like a, what is it called? Oh, what is it called? It's called the wall trimming or something. Anyways, so yeah, they actually gifted me the little sentiments too. I'm excited, sorry. I will calm down, hopefully. Anyways, so I got the Christmas tree. That was one stamp. I had to get those cute presents. That pig. Now, I'm not sure about the pig. When I was playing around with the pig, I was kind of worried that he was looking like he didn't have gifts. But I think he works. Because I don't know if you only have one giving a gift and the other one's like, yeah, dude, give me my gifts. I don't know. I don't know if it works too well. I'm not sure. I mean, I was going to put him outside the house like, hey, and he's got his tree in there and he's got, you know, presents ready for him later, you know. I don't know. But his face is just so cute. And I mean, he could be on his own, but I don't know. Maybe they'll make other ones that could go with him. And yeah, so I was just in love with the fact that those backgrounds are amazing and you can do so many different things. This one I got for Halloween. It's not Halloween, but you can decorate it to be Halloween. It's just, and I haven't stamped it yet, it's just a door frame with the steps, but I've got the Stacy Yakula, it might not have been Stacy Yakula that did that one, but I think it's a BB one. They brought back BB, the artist that's going to retire, and the kids are like trick-or-treating. They're kind of Stacy Yakula-like, but they might not be. But they look like they're trick-or-treating, and so I thought the door would be really cute because they have like their little bags and they're like looking at each other, and I wanted that for that. And I think this works out really well with my tack it over and over and just slapping them on the book. And when it's time to wash these off, I just take this all the way over to my sink. And this one didn't get washed, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think I did wash it. So yeah, I have to get this, it's the Stays-On stuff. Even though I didn't use Stays-On, I used the Archival Ranger ink. It's waterproof, and I found it worked really good for when I colored with my alcohol markers. But that's outside, so you could put like Christmas trees or little animals playing. I'm about the animals, I guess. And then I had this one in the background of that one stamp. And then I also got the trees. I ended up getting this tree set because I wanted to be able to cut the trees apart and use the smaller ones. I thought that might be what I could do with the windows. But I actually did this stamp in the background there. And how I achieved that was a little bit of work, but I have something that I can use probably for a little while before it starts getting messed up. So I stamped it on a 110-pound cardstock, and then I glued it. I cut it out really with my fussy cutting scissors and X-Acto knives and things. I cut out all the little windows, and then I went over it with glue. And so it gives it this shine that you can kind of wipe away the ink when you're done. And then you just put this over your piece of paper that you're doing and just kind of line it up. And then you can, I used my petunia, sweet petunia inking mechanism or whatever it is. And I got that off of like a Macari or something like that. So yeah, so it's a little bit thick and you have to really push down on certain areas, but that's why you use that mechanical thing where you can keep kind of going in the same spots. And then I got my little trees in there, and then I colored them in with my alcohol markers. And so I have this here little template next time I want to make the house, which, like I said, it's like so cool that you can do that. I mean, you can make that house anything. And then I liked the fact that I could keep these types of things. Like if you make characters, at first I made this card and I had thought I was going to use these characters, so I already had them colored up. And so what I did is I just put them right in the little pocket. So this little machine, or machine, this little keeper is really great. I really like it. I'm glad that I got it. So yeah, I just did the tack it out over and over stuff, slap it on, and then you have a pocket to keep your accessories. Like if you're going to do a card, maybe you're in the middle of a card and you don't know what to do with it, you just shove it in the little window and you can finish it later. Or if you have some characters, you want to keep them, it's just perfect. I thought I'd share, and I was excited. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing these. I also got this at Michael's. This is the card size I'm making, so I thought it'd be really nice to use the envelopes. And then I did actually use the card itself for this one here. It's a thinner material than I've been using. I've been using the 110. Oh, and then I found a washi tape that has all these really cute Christmas sentiments, and so I just used a couple of them and cut them and taped them to the back of my cards, kind of like a little Hallmark thing. I don't know if it's on all of them, but whoop, no, not on all of them. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I enjoyed making them, and I enjoyed sharing them with you. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. But, you know, maybe one day I'll have like a little sale or something where I could go and have a bunch of things that people would maybe buy. I don't know. I don't know. It's fun though. Anyways, it's just a little fun time, you know, when you have some time to do that kind of stuff. And I know you can gift these to nursing homes and things like that, and teachers, you know, and they're, you know, I think they're just little works of art. If you have time and you like to do that, I don't see there's a problem. Some people like to play video games. Some people like to golf. I like to craft, and I enjoy it. So I enjoy seeing what I can do with things, even though I've seen it before. It's my take on it. I'm sure this was a scene that you could find. I'm sure you could see this on the website, but I wanted to make it. I wanted to be able to produce it over and over and over and do whatever I wanted with it and make it different maybe. All right, well, you guys stay safe, enjoy your day, enjoy the rest of the day and the rest of the week. Like, subscribe, and come back and see me. Bye now.